All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Crown Coliseum in Fayetteville, North Carolina. We got some curious soccer getting ready to happen. Now, let's play the partners, moving by design, HSC Agency, ACAD, Spin Zone, Soccer Master, Live Source, Candace, Nike, and Rockland. Ladies and gentlemen, our Gladiators, the National Indoor Soccer League, and your Fury. Refrain from tossing any objects onto the field. As the game ball enters your seating area, please return to the nearest national or the field of play immediately. Also, we expect that you're entering the field earlier in play, and any matter shall be ejected from the Crown Coliseum and subject to arrest. Man, we're very National Indoor Soccer League, thank you for your cooperation. Here in Richmond, I'm located on the golf course behind. Section 120, you'll find t-shirts and other game gear. You can also purchase a quick ticket plan at merchandise and the remainder of the meeting. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Franco Webb, also known as Rocco, speaking on behalf of the coaches, players, staff, and ownership of your Fayetteville. hear myself. All right, sorry about that. Technical difficulties. Technology is so awesome when it works, and when it doesn't, well, it doesn't. So let's try this again. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Franco Webb, also known as Rocco. Speaking on behalf of coaches, players, staff, and ownership of your Fayetteville. That's what I said the last time. This is the first season for Pro Indoor Soccer sports fans in your area alike have represented our community with pride, passion, and enthusiasm. The Fury want to thank you for your support of professional soccer here in the Crown Complex. We're just minutes away from kickoff between the visiting Rome Gladiators and your Fury soccer is about to begin. All right, welcome to the field tonight's officials, Ernie Fisher, Carmen Sergio, and Margaret Lloyd. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our competitors, the Rome Gladiators, for tonight. Susan Compagnon, Javier Morales, Kevin Herrera, Leonardo Segui, Felipe Diaz, Jay Chikuba, Oscar Huerta, Kenny Kaka, Israel Cubby, Grayson Olmstead, Jack Pasula, Will Blackburn. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on your feet, make some noise for your
Good afternoon, viewers, and welcome to the Crown Coliseum in Fayetteville, North Carolina. My name is Zach Burley, and I am delighted you've joined us here in Central North Carolina for this NISL indoor soccer, men's soccer matchup featuring the Rome Gladiators from the state of Georgia and the home side, the Fayetteville Fury. Six-a-side action here about to get underway. 4 15-minute quarters. One winner to determine who will pick up the points as we are quickly approaching postseason action in the NIPSL. Fayetteville Fury come into the game sitting at 10-3. Those three losses all against the league leaders, the Memphis Americans, who will have their eyes tuned into this one. The Fury have not lost to anyone else. The Gladiators have not had anything but losses. They come in at 0-6, looking to pick up points against a team who's trying to secure the #1 spot, the regular season championship, because those playoffs, as we mentioned earlier, will be hosted here in Fayetteville, where the Fury are hoping to win it all in front of their home fans. It will be the away side, the Gladiators, to get us underway. 5 outfield, 1 goalkeeper, 15-minute quarters. Away team always gets the kickoff in quarters 1 and 3. There's the whistle from our head referee, Carmen Serbio, and we are underway. Archie Filleter to wheel, closest to it, poked away. Early chance here. Perkinson denies it from a close distance. Early start from the Gladiators. Huerta. Filleter smuggles it away. And that one just barely goes out of play. It actually would have been a decent ball down to the corner as we take another look at that one. This is just seconds into the game. Down in the corner. It's a nice center ball. It's just not really a mistake so much by Lister as an unfortunate pass that bounces off the body of Huerta. And a big-time stop by the man who the Fayetteville Fury have built their defensive foundation on, Kenneth Perkinson, a giant in goal. He'll play big the factor today. What a nice pass. That went straight out of play, nearly decapitating a fan on the near side. Because the ball went directly out of play rather than taking a bounce on its way through, we'll get back underway with a free kick at the top of the semicircle. Stick a man on either post. Passing it off, Steele. Poked just wide, Castellanos. Bobbles free as the goalkeeper couldn't keep hold of it. And now they counter away. There's a free man here. Filleter trying to recover, and he does so wonderfully. It was Kenny Taka streaming in on goal, and Archie Filleter was there to intercept. Fast start from both these sides. Villa. Nice move. John Connolly bodies his man to wheel. Nice work. Tried to keep it under pressure. Connolly pokes it away. No Stephen Miller for the Fury today. That'll be a big miss. And more weight on the shoulders of Cameron Steele. Scooped into the boards, down by the corner. Deflected once again. Castellanos. Sam Lister. Perkinson, nice pass to Castellanos. Tries to use the boards. Does so again. Steele, an empty net. Gets it in after a scramble inside the box. And it's the Fury, after a lightning start, who strike first. You can see the difficulty that the Gladiators have. It's not the first time we've seen them, the goalkeeper coming off of his line trying to collect it. It will go down as a mistake. But Cameron Steele makes no mistake from 2 yards. And we have our opening goal here in Fayetteville. Jose Campion in goal for the Gladiators. We saw him bobble that early one where the Fury players were claiming he handled it outside of the box. And that time as he dove forward, his defender really getting in the way. More of a combined effort there between the two of them. The determining factor between it going in and it staying out. Gracia. Pokes it back for Gracia. There's Campion. Trying to build out of a high press here by the Fury. Washburn back to his goalkeeper. Herrera. Turned over to Conley. Jensen. No foul. Washburn. Morales. Lovely ball. Washburn. Just got it stuck under his feet and the chance goes wanting. Quick counter. Nate Brady. Gracia. Brady. Jensen. Brady tries to flash it in. Gladiators escape with their lives. Good shift there by that line for the Fury. 3 shots, 2 of which hit the post or were near misses. Lister. Dom Jensen playing a little further forward. No one at the back stick. Filleter. Gracia unable to redirect that where it would evade Campion. Turned over to Gracia. Just 1 game since the last time we were here for the Fury for that 9-1 victory. Defeated the Rapids once again 7-0. Moving to 10-3 overall. Those 3 losses, as we mentioned during the pregame, all against the Memphis Americans. Those 2 duking it out for the top spot in the league. Filleter. Steele. Now Lister. Dumps it down to the corner. Castellanos. Nice work by Lister. Gladiators, on the other hand, just 6 games played, no wins as of yet. Yet they have played just 2 games in the last 49 days. A 5-8 loss in Columbus on the 3rd of March, and their other most recent, also against Columbus, a 3-6 loss on February 20th. Just 1 game in the month of February. This their 2nd game in the month of March. So their legs not as well worn as the Furies. Steele. Too much on that one. Filleter sizes it up. Calm, cool, collected from Perkinson. Brady. Huerta dispossessed easily by Filleter. All the possession that the Fury like. Calling for a handball, waved away by Serbio. This time he does get out his whistle. Felipe Villa going down into the challenge from Steele. Let's take a look at it. Good work by Villa originally to work his way out of a very tough situation, spinning away not once but twice. And then it's just an arm over the midsection of Villa that gives away the foul, and he remains down after that one. Be able to come off under his own fruition. 11 minutes gone here from the first quarter. 9 minutes, excuse me. Cameron Steele, the lone goal scorer. Rome nearly found the back of the net just 10 seconds into the game. That was their best chance. It was stopped by Perkinson. Had a lot of tough results, Rome. They have not failed to score in any of those 6 losses. In fact, they've racked up totals of 5 goals on 2 separate occasions in 5-7 and 5-8 losses, including that a stunning series against the Fury here, a 4-5 overtime victory for the Fury, and then a 7-5 victory as well. Brady. So it has not been for a want of goals. Nice control by Brady. Steele flashes it wide. Would have been a good goal there. 3-on-2. Lovely cutback. Nice pass. Takes it himself, palmed away. Morales. That counterattack has been fruitful. It's not quite harvest time, though, for Rome, as twice now they've tested the gloves of Perkinson. Jensen squeezed out by 3 players in red and white. Steele. Under duress, sizes it up, drags it wide. Brady. Jensen. Recycles it out to Filleter. Just a possession machine here, the Fury. As soon as they lose the ball, they win it back. Most of the time in that final third. You got that extra point man in Perkinson who plays so high up the field. Being so comfortable with his feet allows you to almost play with 6 attackers. Washburn. Deflected out. Filleter. Did he get a touch on that, Compian? Connolly squeezed by 2. Did he get an arm in the back? Yes, he did, says Serbio. Good work by the Gladiators to find the time to execute the press, pinch him with 2, and you can see the forearm in the back there of Morales. Wheel is back on. He's a big presence up top. Look at him here laying it off. Steele, good recovery run. Nice touchdown. Surveys the field. Segui. Closed down by 2 players. Confident building out of the back, spinning out of pressure. Conley couldn't thread it through to Castellanos. Way out, goes wide. Certainly a lot of energy in this Rome side. Vivacious counterattack. Huerta, they look like they've settled in here in these last 3 minutes. More of the ball, more opportunities. Nice bring down by Huerta. Lovely flick, Gracia. Conley. Under 60 to go in period number 1. Chances came thick, fast, and early. The Gladiators will feel not too hard done by to get out of this period at 1-0. It could be worse, but it could also be better. They've had chances of their own. Under 20. Chipombu headed away by Perkinson, who was not sure if he could handle it or not. Under 10. Filler, Brady might one last chance. And that will do it for the first 15. Cameron Steele and the Fayetteville Fury strike first. We'll be back from the Crown Coliseum right after this.
Office life is back, and so is the office party. Birthday celebrations, retirement congratulations, customer appreciations. Whatever event your business is hosting, just sit back, relax, and let Catering by Design handle it. We're Raleigh and Durham's premier catering company, serving up unforgettable experiences and customizable menus. Buffet, individual box meals, cookouts, chef and pasta stations. We've got you covered. Put some life into your next office event with Catering by Design.
It's time to spread game. The Harlem Globetrotters are coming with an all-new tour. Ankle-breaking moves, rim-rattling dunks. This is the team everyone can cheer for. Don't miss the Globetrotters at Crown Coliseum on April 13th. Go to CapeFairTix.com.
All right, guys, guess what? The I Still Believe Tour tickets are on sale right now. So go to IStillBelieveTour.com to get them, and I cannot wait to see you guys this spring, worship with you, and have an amazing night. So God bless you guys. Love you all. Can't wait to see you.
Welcome back to Fayetteville, North Carolina, the Crown Coliseum, as period number 1 is in the books. The Gladiators and the Fury facing off here. Despite an early opportunity for the visitors, Fury were patient, took their chance off a mistake, off of a combined effort from the goalkeeper and the defenders. Cameron Steele slotted it home to make it 1-0. Both sides exchanged shots. In the end, not too much dangerous outside of those early opportunities. And they get away at 1-0. Both sides feeling good about where they stand. Still 45 minutes of action, though, in this game. So plenty of times for twists to the tail one way or another. Dom Jensen in the center circle to get quarter number 2 started. There it is, and we are underway. Absolutely beautiful day here in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Snowed a little bit yesterday. Set up perfectly for this indoor venue. Narrowing down in the playoff games. Still plenty to play for both of these sides. Games in the bag for Rome. To wheel. Huerta. You can see already the changed emphasis on possession, where they were trying to maybe ride things out through the first 15 minutes, find their feet on a stadium they haven't visited since January. Jensen playing a little further forward since there is no Stephen Miller today. Jensen nearly side foots it in. Filleter calling for a hand off Huerta. They won't get it. It's waved away. Lovely ball. Gracia. Big stop by Compia. Gracia with the lovely chest control. Perkinson nearly got himself into trouble. Did that deflect on its way out? It did not. And the Gladiators are saying if it went directly out of play, they should have a free kick. Steele. Jensen. Good work by Huerta, who's been probably the best player for the Gladiators so far. Gracia. Filleter. Crucial work by Villa. Mashburn. Such a different aspect of the game, indoor to outdoor. Being able to use the boards and the glass. Jensen. Steele. Mashburn had to get there. Brady. Tripped. No. Jensen tees it up. Just wide. Herrera rolls it wide. Who'd that come off of last? Player in red and white. Castellanos was making a run on the far side. Tim Williams in number 19 on. Player we haven't seen a lot of for the Fury. Conley. Castellanos. Steele. Lovely goal from Cameron Steele. My, oh my. Finesse of the highest order. Look at the lovely flick. Settles it with the left, finishes with the right. And it's pure class from Cameron Steele to double the lead. Kasula turned over to Brady. Castellanos is free, just behind him. Threads it through Brady. Lovely stop by Compion. Filliter. Credit where credit's due for Compion. He has kept his side in it. He's had to make a couple of big saves. Williams. Brady. Return for Williams. Takes it to the corner. Once again, bobbled by the goalkeeper. Remember, it was Nate Brady who had that thigh juggle goal from outside the semicircle in that match against the Memphis Americans, a 7-5 victory. It's got to be goal of the season, but it's closely followed by that effort from Cameron Steele. Conley spots Filliter. Tried the pass, no handball. Brady. Kasula does well to recover. That was a arm bar under the forehead of Gracia. Here's the save from earlier. You could see Brady just put it behind Castellanos, which took a lot of the steam out of that counterattack, and Compion using a right trailing leg to make the stop. Carmen Serbio, our head referee, thought about issuing out a yellow, or a blue card rather, for the arm to the head of Gracia, but he decides to have a word with him instead. Kasula takes it away. Good crowd is gathered out here on a lovely Sunday afternoon. Just one of our two matches on offer today. The women's teams from both of these sides will face off next. 5:30 expected kickoff. Perkinson. Conley hacks it in on the half volley. An emphatic finish from John Connolly, and the assist, the goalkeeper, Kenneth Perkinson. 3-0 to the Fury. You can see it from start to finish. The long ball off the glass. Conley fires it high. No mistake from the defender, and it's now 3-0 to the home side. That one had some English on it. Well, the first one went in under dubious circumstances, but the next two have been pure peaches of a goal against teams from the Peach State. No foul, says the referee. Steele had to get that just right. Chipumba closing down Gracia. Steele, a goal in the first quarter, then one in the second, followed by the volley from Connolly. Leaves us at 3-0. Jensen. Villa. Huerta gets a second bite at it. Now Villa. Chipumba. Just about paid off. Steele, nice hold-up play. Return ball too much on it. Chipumba, few step overs. Driving on Lister, well wide. Gracia streaking forward. Chipumba makes the recovery run. Turns it over to Steele on a hat trick. Blocked out for a corner. First of the afternoon for either side. Difficult setup because there's just not a lot of room to work with. Castellanos drives it straight at the goalkeeper as a second shot. Williams. Under 4 to go in the half. Can the Gladiators get on the board before the first 30 are up? Williams. Fins off Villa. Perkinson. Williams. Brady hands on his head. Morales chips it away. Huerta takes it himself. Got it through the legs. Morales. Huerta again. Perkinson got maybe a trailing arm. Casula fires it well above. Here's a look at it again. Great work. Huerta just evades his defender. Lister loses it in the air, and he sees the opportunity, gets it through his legs, and perhaps the closing of the legs as Brady taps it in off the walls. Unfortunate for Compion again, as it's now 4-0 to Fayetteville. We can show you what happened there. As you can see, Brady with the first opportunity, and watch the ball around the boards. Compion unable to make a complete clearance, and Brady with an easy finish makes it 4. The Fury in complete control so far. Jensen, Brady. Just about 90 seconds here. Connolly head up. Can't pick out Jensen, but he does well to get back. Nice challenge by Mashburn. Morales. Casula for Mashburn. Connolly. Chipumba. Morales. Steele. Brady's available. Jensen keeps it alive. Drives it low. Casula. Brady. Jensen. Fielder. Maybe one last chance here. Steele. Not convincingly away. Jensen fires it high, and that will do it for the half. Well, 1 goal in the first quarter, 3, including a lovely one from Steele, makes it 4-0 as we go into the halftime break. Stick with us from the Crown Coliseum.
There's a reason it's called the big day. You've planned and dreamt about this moment all your life. That's why at Catering by Design, it's a big day for us too. For more than 15 years, Catering by Design has been the Triangle's premier upscale caterer. Come in for a free private tasting with recipes from acclaimed chefs that'll have your guests raving. With options like our all-inclusive wedding package and a variety of stations available, we make unforgettable look easy, helping you celebrate life's biggest occasions. Catering by Design.
What I miss about home is my favourite Irish pub in the whole world and a pint of Paddy's Irish Piss. And the evening before us, friends coming in and a pint of Paddy's Irish Piss. And Sally O'Brien, the way she might look at you, joining in the chorus and a pint of Paddy's Irish Piss. Now, the money is good, the suntan is free. You could fry an egg on the stones here if you had an egg. And you could certainly sink a pint of Paddy's Irish Piss if you had a pint of Paddy's Irish Piss.
It's time to spread game. The Harlem Globetrotters are coming with an all-new tour. 4 quarters of big plays, ankle-breaking moves, and ball-handling wizardry. Do they dunk? Do they dunk? See the stars rattle the rim in the all-new in-game dunk contest. This is the team everyone can cheer for. The Spread Game Tour is coming. Don't miss the Globetrotters at Crown Coliseum on April 13th. Go to CapeFairTix.com.
Office life is back, and so is the office party. Birthday celebrations, retirement congratulations, customer appreciations. Whatever event your business is hosting, just sit back, relax, and let Catering by Design handle it. We're Raleigh and Durham's premier catering company, serving up unforgettable experiences and customizable menus. Buffet, individual box meals, cookouts, chef and pasta stations. We've got you covered. Put some life into your next office event with Catering by Design.
Alright guys, guess what? The I Still Believe Tour tickets are on sale right now. So go to istillbelievetour.com to get them, and I cannot wait to see you guys this spring, worship with you, and have an amazing night. So God bless you guys, love you all, can't wait to see you.
It's time to spread game. The Harlem Globetrotters are coming with an all-new tour. Ankle-breaking moves, rim-rattling dunks. This is the team everyone can cheer for. Don't miss the Globetrotters at Crown Coliseum on April 13th. Go to CapeFairTix.com.
We'd like to take this time to thank the sponsors of the Fayetteville Fury. First off, Catering by Design. For all your catering needs in the Central North Carolina area, check out Catering by Design. Also brought to you in part by Luxurious Travels, Chick-fil-A, Dogwood Realty Group, the Fayetteville Commissary, Paddy's Irish Pub, and the Ferris Agency. Thank you for all of our sponsors for all that you do for soccer in the Fayetteville community. Welcome back to the Crown Coliseum in beautiful Fayetteville, North Carolina. Zach Burley here with you for this NISL matchup featuring the Rome Gladiators of Georgia, Fayetteville Fury of North Carolina. 4-0 to the home side. One of the top two teams in the league alongside the Memphis Americans. The Fury trying to march their way on to a regular season championship. Going to have to beat the Americans to do so, but this is another one of the bumps in the road. Third quarter action underway. The Gladiators, their best quarter was the first. They had some early opportunities and then managed to pick up more of the ball in the later stages, but quarter number two, they were just outclassed. Huerta. They hadn't been that bad on the ball either. There's been a few defensive mistakes that have led to 2 goals. The others were just pure class. Then on the other end, they've been foiled by Perkinson and a final ball that just hasn't come. Fayetteville, handball. Strikes it off the legs of Brady. Villa. Huerta. Taken off its foot by the last moment by Fayetteville. Lister. Taka. Off the arm of Fayetteville again. That one gets fired in by Segui. And it was one chance after the other, and that one could not go wanting. You can see the whole play here, and it was just almost a comedy of errors. First off the arm of Fayetteville, then the challenge on the edge of the box. And no one was ready for a shot of that power from Leonardo Segui. Second goal with the Gladiators, first for the visitors on the afternoon. Perhaps a spark here in the third quarter. The lead just 3 goals, so not even close to insurmountable. Steele. Brady batters it off the glass. Lister. He's fouled. Lister holding it back of his thigh. As the clock comes to a stop. So Lister goes off. It's replaced by Connolly, who scored that thumper in the second quarter. Steele, palmed onto the bar, Brady. Mashburn. Directly out of play, so it'll be a free kick. Once again, the Gladiators bringing up that point from the first or second quarter. They thought the ball that went out of play should have been a free kick of their own. They were not awarded it. It'll be Castellanos. They went short to the left last time. Same here, Brady. Poked away by Kasula. Mashburn. That one does go out of play. And it is an ironic cheer from the Gladiators, who finally get that free kick they've so desperately been looking for. We'll see what they can draw up from it. Full line shift. Everybody but the taker, Herrera, is off. Lay it off, Tweel. Taka. Foot race with Steele down to the corner. Segui. Off of Williams. Villa. Segui again. Wide. Gotta watch out for his left foot. Pushing and shoving between Williams and Taka. Here's a look at that shot from earlier. A lot of venom on that one. Jensen, Williams, lovely flick. Williams, a stunning header to make it 5-0. Lovely flick with the forehand. Great impression from Tim Williams. Pushed away. Williams. Full head of steam. Villa. Chapumbu. To Wheel. Chapumbu. To Wheel. Saved by the knees of Perkinson. Perkinson again. Segui. So unfortunate. It goes off the backside of Perkinson. And Segui again, the catalyst offensively for the Gladiators. Hacks it again after winning it from a scramble. And you can see it goes off the right shoulder of the goalkeeper. A fortuitous bounce. They don't care. They're back within 3. 2 goals is the least they've scored in any game this season, a 2-3 loss against the Rapids. They've scored as many as 5 on 2 separate occasions. When these 2 teams met earlier in the season, it was 5-4 and 7-5. So there is still plenty of time in history for goals to come today. So far, the Gladiators are winning the second half 2-1. Not that that matters as far as the overall scoreline goes. Steele already on a brace. Brady rides the challenge. Was he pulled back? Yes, he was. They're asking for a card. We've yet to see one delivered. Brady stating his case. Just a free kick. It was the initial challenge on Steele, then the pullback on Brady, who will take this. Sticks it into a dangerous area, and it's cleared away. They're going to say that it was last off of Lister, and it touched the netting. Lister. Morales takes a bump. Foul down on the other end now. Chipumbu. Confidence building for the visitors. Herrera. Chipumbu making a run. Ball was too late to spot him. Off the glass. Nice hold-up play. Filliter, good defending. Chipumbu picks his head up. Lovely ball. He's just behind Marshburn. Steele. Big question whether or not he'll get his hat trick today. One in the first quarter, one in the second. Quick restart. Steele, Brady, plenty of space. Dinks it off the post. Morales, front to back quickly. He slips. The ghost challenge in from behind brings him down. Coach Justin Terranova on the far side had to slam the door shut where the subs are being made to make sure it didn't trickle into the bench. Williams. Villa. Spins away. Nice ball. Herrera. Down to the corner for Villa. Segui himself sitting on a brace. Who will get it first, Steele or Segui? The two number 8s collide. And it's Segui who's brought down by Steele. Rome begging for a card here as shoving ensues. Will there be any further action? It was Steele and Segui to start off with. Gracia came in. Some words were exchanged. Some pushes. So it'll be a blue card for Steele. He's asking for one for Villa as well. The referees have not stopped the clock. So Steele, the only one punished for that scrum. It'll be a power play, the first for either side. Man advantage. Segui, already 2 goals, just wide. Away by Jensen. Villa. 5-on-4 action. Conley. 2 minutes remain in the quarter. Minute and 15 on the penalty. Palmed away. Gracia. 60 seconds now in the power play. Segui just wide, hacked directly out of play, and they'll get a free kick out of it. Pressure mounting here for the Gladiators. Felipe Villa leaves it off the wall. 30 seconds on the power play. So close to a goal. Segui well wide. No foul. Jensen. Under 15 to go on the power play. Under a minute in the quarter. So Wheel takes a ball directly to the head. That'll stop play with 5 seconds to go on the power play. Just enough time for the Fury to run out. Take a short break as the physio staff comes on. As we take a look at how things stand here in the NISL. Fayetteville Fury sitting at 10-3, so that head-to-head not in their favor overall against the Americans. The Gladiators, you can see bottom of the league, yet to get a win. Doesn't look like they'll pick up one today, but Fury and the Americans battling it out for those top spots. It's Kenny Taka who was down receiving treatment. Have to come up with the help of his coach and Felipe Villa. Chapumbu comes on as his replacement. So Steele just seconds away from exiting the penalty box. And I think the referees are having a discussion that Tawil might have to come off because they stopped play for the head injury, and so he will have to exit play. He's replaced by Morales. Brady. Castellanos rolls it into an empty net, and that one might just go down as a short-handed goal. Steele was making his way out of the penalty box as Brady lobbed one in, and Castellanos with an easy finish, making it now 6-2. They were trying to press up high to catch them off while they were still a man up, but the Fury elected to go over the top with the ball from Perkinson, and it paid off. So the man advantage comes back to bite him. Castellanos with his first goal of the afternoon. That ball goes wide, and that's 3 quarters in the books. 4-goal lead for the Fury. We'll be right back after this from Fayetteville.
What I miss about home is my favourite Irish pub in the whole world, and a pint of Paddy's Irish piss. And the evening before us, friends coming in, and a pint of Paddy's Paddy's Irish piss. And Sally O'Brien, the way she might look at you, joining in the chorus, and a pint of Paddy's Irish piss. Well, the money is good, the suntan is free. You could fry an egg on the stones here, if you had an egg. And you could certainly sink a pint of Paddy's Irish piss, if you had a pint of Paddy's Irish piss.
There's a reason it's called the big day. You've planned and dreamt about this moment all your life. That's why at Catering by Design, it's a big day for us too. For more than 15 years, Catering by Design has been the Triangle's premier upscale caterer. Come in for a free private tasting with recipes from acclaimed chefs that'll have your guests raving. With options like our all-inclusive wedding package and a variety of stations available, we make unforgettable look easy, helping you celebrate life's biggest occasions. Catering by Design.
It's time to spread game. The Harlem Globetrotters are coming with an all-new tour. 4 quarters of big plays, ankle-breaking moves, and ball-handling wizardry. Do they dunk? Do they dunk? See the stars rattle the rim in the all-new in-game dunk contest. This is the team everyone can cheer for. The Spread Game Tour is coming. Don't miss the Globetrotters at Crown Coliseum on April 13th. Go to CapeFairTix.com.
Just 15 minutes of action left in our first of 2 games on this Sunday afternoon in Fayetteville. So far it's been all the fury. Still get us back underway. You can see taking the opening kick will be Tim Williams, who had that lovely header there in the third quarter. 2 goals though from Rome. In the end, they still do end up losing that third quarter. It looked like they might come out otherwise. 2 goals for them. Good crowd here at the Crown Coliseum. Lovely weather outside. Great action indoors. We're delighted you've joined us. I hope you'll stick with us through game number 2. Williams. Taka, good to see him back on his feet after having to go off after a lengthy stoppage in the third quarter. There's Perkinson. Not much for him to do in the last 2 quarters. Called upon in quarter number 1. Williams. Matt Melendez, we've yet to see in the game so far. Down to the corner. Segway, who has both of the Gladiators' goals. Connolly. Keeps to wheel honest. Jensen. Connolly. Melendez. Knees it out of play. Chapumbu. Herrera. Shields off Connolly. Jensen turns it over to Villa. Nice pass. Try the return. Perkinson pokes it away. Castellanos. Melendez streams forward. Lovely defensive play by Segui. Gracia. Gracia. Picks out Jensen. Straight at Kumpian. Chipumbu. On his left, straight at Perkinson. Recovery challenge put in by Herrera. Now Morales. Oh, caught off of his line. Perkinson recovers well. He thought that ball was going to take a heavier bounce off the boards and nearly caught him out. Kasula. Herrera lines it up, forces the save, and wins a corner. We've had one now for either side on either side of the halftime break. Fury had a corner in the first. Herrera. Taka. Skies this one not only out of play, but up and over the netting. First 5 minutes gone here in quarter number 4. No score. Steele, 2 goals already. Opened up the scoring and then had that beautiful flick. Philiter, Brady. Risky roll out of the back by Kumpian. Taka does not appreciate that pass. Foul is called. Brady remains down here. He tried to get up. Back onto his feet now as play comes to a halt. Jensen replaces him. Dom Jensen. Chipumbu. Herrera works himself into a pickle down in the corner. Sandwiched by 2, Jensen. That's a tussle down by the corner. Scrum down on this right-hand side. Jensen using his body and then Chipumbu trying to hook a leg around. Down line for Jensen. Trips over the ball, covers nicely. Rome's hopes in this one starting to fade. It was still on as Lister leaves Chipumbu to the ground. Steele. There was a real opportunity, though, in this corner for a comeback. Just 4 goals down. If you get one early, then things start to get much more manageable, but the clock ticking away, their hopes starting to fade. Lister is having himself a day back there, toying with the Gladiators attackers. Williams. Steele still sniffing out that hat trick. Referee waves away claims of a handball. Chapumbu. Morales. Villa was up with him. Williams. Perkinson way off of his line. And those two in a shoving match. And now a full send. The benches are cleared. And it's all kicked off here. Well, we can look and see where it all started off. Harmless in nature. Perkinson gambles here and really catches his opponent. And it's the pushing and shoving. And you can see the escalation there. It's a harmless challenge by Perkinson that just goes all wrong. He's playing for the ball, but he takes out the man, which is the problem. Then the pushing from in behind was unnecessary. I believe that was Taka, but I could be wrong. And then that's when things really kick off as Steele gets stuck in. And let's see who gets ejected here. It looks like Steele will not be getting his hat trick. So Tawil gets sent off. Steele will go with him. And it looks like that's all the action that will be taken. Blue card to Perkinson, which I believe is fair. That was a reckless challenge. There was no malicious aspect of it, but it was reckless. Down by the corner flag. He wasn't going to successfully win the ball there. So now it'll be Samuel Terranova who will replace him. So as it stands, a sending off for Steele and Tawil, and a blue card for Perkinson in goal. And I think that's a fairly just decision from the refereeing crew. I think there was definitely a point at which things could have turned for the better, and everything went downhill when Steele flew in. I think that's really what took things over the line. The original push, I believe, was by Taka on the back of Perkinson. And so Perkinson won't have to come off. Someone will have to go to the box in his stead. It will be Matt Melendez. So a 2-minute power play at the back of a scrum, a real one. And an extra layer added to the affairs here. More conversations between the two. They were only playing with 4 players on the field, but now they're back up to 5, where we should be. So the debate continues here between the refereeing staff and the Fury coaching staff. Two red cards and a blue card issued in the wake of the fight down by the corner. So now we are where we should be. It's going to be 4 on 3. The red cards mean they'll play a man down. Both sides will. And then an extra man for the blue card issued to Perkinson. 4 on 3 action now. Huerta. Segui. Huerta. Time not on the side of the Gladiators. They have a real opportunity here. Huerta fires it well over. The clock is their worst enemy. Just a long ball to air it out. Jensen trying to get some time off this power play on the penalty kill. No success on the power play so far for Rome. Had one earlier. Huerta. Just wide of the post. Segui. Only player on the field who can get a hat trick now, likely. Villa. Huerta. 40 seconds on the power play. Connolly. He's got to scurry back here. It's 4 on 2. Perkinson through his legs. And it's Kevin Herrera. Finally, they get one on the power play. Now down by just 3 goals. It's a well-executed finish. It was Connolly who was caught way upfield that let that numbers advantage 4 on 2 take place. Didn't have the motor to get back in time. So that means we'll be back to 4 on 4. Something that the Fury bench seemed to have a hard time grasping. These games have been close. The largest margin of victory any team has been able to get over the Gladiators is 3. They've lost 8-5, 3-6, and 3-6 again. So they don't go down easily. No foul as Brady collided with Chipumbu. They'll stop the clock. Rather, it's Castellanos who's down. So Sam Lister, just a 3-goal lead, just looking more and more fragile by the moment. Gracia, Castellanos to put the doubts to bed. Filliter scoops it over. Castellanos, Gracia, sliding challenge, doesn't win it. Castellanos again, fires it wide. Filliter off the inside of the post, and that should do it. After a match of fisticuffs, this game has been stop and start. But it looks like the Fury might have just finished the Gladiators off. 2 minutes to go here in the game. Segue, play on. Williams, those two collide again. What'll it be? They're saying Connolly stepped out in front, and you can just tell between these two teams, the best thing can happen right now is for this game to end. Starting to show that they cannot inhibit the same field with one another without tensions flaring. Segue. Williams. Segue off the bar. Villa. Gracia. Good challenge. Segue. Space opens up. Under 30. It's where the last effort kicked off. Taka was down there in the corner with Perkinson. 10 now. Williams to put a bow on top. Stopped by Compion. And time runs up. That was a heated battle coming to blows as the Fury outlast the Gladiators. Both sides will come away with a sour taste in their mouth as there was sending offs on both sides, but in the end, it's the home side who come away with the victory. We're not done. In fact, only halfway through here. Stick with us. Zach Burley will be back with you after this short break for more action from Fayetteville. Stay tuned. Game number 1 in the books. We get set for number 2 here in Fayetteville. Welcome to the Crown Coliseum. My name is Zach Burley. I'll be guiding you through this NISL women's matchup. It's the Rome Gladiators of Georgia in the Fayetteville Fury of North Carolina. First game ended in flair, to say the least. We're hoping for more of the same, at least action in the goals here in the second one. It's an interesting matchup we have here for you. The Fury 3-10, but they've gotten back-to-back wins, looking to build up the steam at the right time of the season against a Rome Gladiators team who has just one loss. That was at the beginning of the season. Have won 5 straight, 5-1 overall. It is the visitors to get us underway in red, orange, and white. Just 2 games in the last 49 days for the visitors. So they have gotten not quite as much on their legs as the Fury have, which could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. What a shot from way out. Wrong side of the post. Here they come again. Firing from way out. These two teams have only met earlier in the season. Those were 2 wins for Rome, 11-2 and 8-2. In fact, it was their very first ever home game that the Fury played. It was against Rome. They were humbled 11-2. Bushta pushed away. O'Connor holds it up. Off the glass, whiffed on it. Second shot, palmed away by El Gayoshi. Was a Spommer with the shot. O'Connor again, El Gayoshi. One of the busiest goalkeepers in the league as far as save totals go. Leghart, looking for Quintanilla. Fell nicely for her. Here comes Banks. Fast feet, away by Stokely. Wisner. It's the goals that have been the problem so often for the Fury this season. Managed to get 4 in their last game, which is one of their highest totals on the season. Of course, that big 10-1 victory, kind of an aberration. That was the last time they were here at home. They beat Columbus. Men won 9-1, the women won 10-1, so we'll get back underway with a free kick on the edge of the semicircle. A real opportunity to strike first. A lot of good that would do Fayetteville. Leghart lays it off. Stokely through traffic. Bushta. Wisner whiffs. Just one game against the Americans, who are kind of the leaders on the women's side. That was that opening game, 4-5 loss. Since then, they've rattled off big wins against the Fury and then tight ones against the Rapids, 4-2, 5-4, and 6-5. So a lot of parity in the middle of the league. Leghart. Quintanilla. Elgiyoshi pushes away. Pixoto. And then Ramos. Leghart. Just over Matty Capel. Ramos gets there. Corralled. Nice work by Joey Ramos. Referee discussion with the bench. Be a blue card. Too many players on the field. They were caught during those substitutions. So a player will have to go into the penalty box to serve it. So it'll be the first power play for either side. Goes the way of the Fury. Leghart fires one off of Espalmer. That one nearly directed into their own goal. Squeezed out. Going the other way, Olivia Taylor. Not much going forward, being that they are shorthanded. 90 seconds on the power play. Boda. Nice touch by Taylor. Nice shimmy by O'Connor. 2-on-1, strikes from distance. They've been very willing to shoot from as far out as they will be allowed. Space tends to open up for them. Still on the power play here. Fury just unable to really build anything off of it. O'Connor. So now the power play is over. Penalty killed successfully. Keeper comes way out. Quick switch here, Taylor. Haley Gomez trying to close it down. Stokely, just a notch too far in front of Capel. Handball on Wisner-Shirley. Carmen Serbio spots it. Ramos, Banks. Ball took a deflection on its way out, so it will be just a free kick along the sidelines where it exited play. Ramos fires it in off the bar. Wisner threads it through wonderfully for Bushta. Tried it first time. She caught it wrong. Quintanilla, left-footed strike, bars it down. What a finish from Stephanie Quintanilla. A stunner from distance. Takes it from the yellow line. First goal goes the way of the home side. They've got a lot of forward momentum behind them. They won their first game against the Rapids, then dropped the next 10 straight before bouncing back against the Rapids once again, winning 10-1, and then 4-3 on the road as that one nearly sneaks in. Trying to make it 3 on the bounce and put together a run here as the season slowly starts to close down. Spalmer. Banks goes to near post. Bushta leaves Ramos behind. Looks for support. Gomez on her left. Wisner, plenty of space. Bars that one down too. Plenty of power and just enough accuracy from Kate Wisner. As 2 goals in the space of a minute find their way in thanks to the crossbar. Two impeccable finishes to put the home side up. Just the start in this first quarter they would have wanted. Banks. Taylor. Banks. She has been lively up top. Looking like the most likely to score for Rome. Capel. Mitchell. Quintanilla. Nice cut back by Mitchell. Shrugs off the challenge. Just too high. Everyone aiming for the crossbar today. Boda. Boda skips past 2, uses the boards. Wisner hacks it over. That won't leave us much time left here in the first quarter. First 15 plan of action executed to perfection for the home side. One long shot. It's tipped over by El Giyoshi, and it looked like they might get one back with seconds to go, but it's not to be. 2 goals to the Fury as we take a look at that final moments of action. Everyone just holding their breath until the final whistle, and it's El Giyoshi who has done a lot to keep her side in this one. We'll bring you the second quarter right after this from Fayetteville. Stick with us.
Office life is back, and so is the office party. Birthday celebrations, retirement congratulations, customer appreciations. Whatever event your business is hosting, just sit back, relax, and let Catering by Design handle it. We're Raleigh and Durham's premier catering company, serving up unforgettable experiences and customizable menus. Buffet, individual box meals, cookouts, chef and pasta stations. We've got you covered. Put some life into your next office event with Catering by Design.
Alright guys, guess what? The I Still Believe Tour tickets are on sale right now. So go to istillbelievetour.com to get them, and I cannot wait to see you guys this spring, worship with you, and have an amazing night. So God bless you guys. Love you all. Can't wait to see you.
It's time to spread game. The Harlem Globetrotters are coming with an all-new tour. Ankle-breaking moves, rim-rattling dunks. This is the team everyone can cheer for. Don't miss the Globetrotters at Crown Coliseum on April 13th. Go to CapeFairTix.com.
Welcome back for second quarter action here. Game number 2 on a lovely Sunday in Central North Carolina. Well, that early proceedings there in the first 15 looked like they were edging the way of Rome until all of a sudden the Fury came out with a vengeance, looking to avenge those 2 heavy losses back at the beginning of the season in January, 11-2 and 8-11. You could see the sting on some of those shots as first Stephanie Quintanilla fired one in off the underside of the bar, and then Kate Wisner decided that she wanted to get on the action as well, nearly copying that shot moments later. Gladiators had their chances. They were lively in the attack. El Giyoshi thwarted them on a handful of occasions, but still were waiting for that first solid opportunity to break their way. So it'll be Ashley Bushta, very crafty forward in this league to get us started. Bushta. I might go off the video board. It does so. You do not get extra points for that. I want to make that very clear. So we'll get back underway on the yellow line. Leghart goes low. Bushta skips past Ramos. Stokely. Alsbon drags her shot wide. Elgiyoshi using the thighs to block. Goins pushed to ground by Bushta. We're actually talking with the owner of the Fury before the game. He decided to drop in on us up here in the rafters here at the Crown Coliseum and talk to us about how this women's team is really catching fire at the right time. He said it doesn't matter what your record is. It matters when you catch fire, and they certainly are right now. So a lot of inspiring, positive words from the owner and some positive, inspiring play from this team as well, who are looking to win 3 on the bounce. Stokely. Ramos gets it away. Alsbaugh. Now O'Connor. Goins. Quintanilla. Nutmeg on Ramos. Looking for Weisner. O'Connor. Now Bushta and Quintanilla, 2-on-3. Saved comfortably by the goalkeeper. The Fury just not quite bothered by the Gladiators so far. We've yet to really see the away side string together enough chances to really seem threatening as Mitchell wins this one back. Elgiyoshi. Alsbaugh. Gomez bounces nicely out wide. Straight up from the goalkeeper, good work. The referee once again having the word with the goalkeeper. And I think he's talking about maybe the distribution, the way she's rolling it out. It's not the first time he said something about it. Boda chipped in. All the way back to Elgiyoshi. Gomez, closed down by Mitchell. Forced back out wide. Elgiyoshi way off her line, scrambles. Managed to smuggle it away. Mitchell Does well defensively. Banks and Boda. Looks for support. Does the right thing and rolls it out wide. As a defender, the golden rule is never clear to the middle. Banks. Kick save by El Giyoshi. Second one comes in. Taylor. Eventually able to get it away as El Giyoshi's calling for it so she can complete the clearance. Mitchell. That is always what you're supposed to do as a defender, is go outside rather than inside. Anytime you clear to the middle, you always risk hitting a body of one of your own players or one of the opposition. It's just unnecessarily risky to go towards the middle. Weisner, great ball. Bushta, dispossessed by Taylor, spins away, puts it in the bottom corner. Thorough finish from Ashley Bushta. No doubt roller into the corner. Shrugs off the challenge from Taylor. Fanciful spin. Pokes it into the bottom right-hand side, and now 3-0. A total transformation from the last time these two teams faced off. And we've just seen no answers coming from the Gladiators. Weisner, the 3 goal scorers here forward. Bushta cuts it inside. Weisner blocked out front by Goins. Was nearly a well-connected pass to Quintanilla. Banks. Ramos streaming forward. Away from Stokely. Banks. Ramos. Leghart. Saying that went off the back of the arm, and so the whistle comes in. A little over 5 minutes to go. We just expected, okay, well, maybe the Fury get a goal or two, but the Gladiators are going to come around. The goals are going to start coming. This is going to get tough. But we're not seeing it so far. We are 25 minutes in. Was pushed away. We're just not seeing answers. Still plenty of time for them to come. It's better to start sooner rather than later. First corner kick of the game. Awarded to the home side. Bushta stands over it. Quintanilla gets it caught under her feet. Weisner. Everybody along that front 3 of the top line has scored, which has got to be great as a coach. Bushta just past Weisner. Leghart. Goins. Stokely Not fully away. Taylor with space to shoot. Takes it straight at El Giyoshi. Double save. Not the first one of those she's made this season. She saved a couple that were certainly goals. Stokely just hucks it downfield. We take a look at that last one here, the double save. First Taylor through traffic, immediately falls to Banks, and so well done to dive down to her left and make the stop. So a timeout called here with 3.5 minutes to go in quarter number 2. Here is the standings, and you can see pretty clear who the favorites are going into the postseason. The Memphis Americans just 2 losses on the year. Fayetteville Fury played them on a handful of occasions and have yet to beat them. Gladiators 5-1, trying to build up here. They're working on the rest of that schedule. Of course, they have a lot of games in hand on the rest of the competition. So the way things work out, we'll have to wait and see. But even with only 6 games played, they still have more points than the rest of the competition below them. So if they avoid defeat here, they won't be in too bad of a way heading into the postseason, which will be here at the Crown Coliseum come April. So we're not that far away from it. Final week of action, as well as playoff series, will be hosted here in the Sandhills of North Carolina. 2 goals in the first quarter for the home side. First Quintanilla, then Weisner. Bushta with a clever finish to make it 3-0. You can see in the top of your screen there, just below the scoreboard, the powwow that's going on in front of their bench is trying to find a solution to this drought that was extended here deep into the second quarter. Usually do not have a problem scoring goals. They've scored as many as 11 and only as few as 4. The 4 they scored was in that loss against the Americans. So outside of that, they normally are scoring around 7 goals a game. And there is still plenty of time for them to get that. It's well above the average that the Fury have been putting up this season, which is around 3. They just got to get that first one. Capel puts it wide after the goalkeeper had come way out. Does so again. Gomez. Nice pass by Capel. Irvine. Taylor. Jenny Irvine, who's got some fans here in the stands today. They have some homemade signs. They were cheering her name whenever they were out for warm-ups before the game. Capel. Gomez uses the walls. Stays in play. Capel again. Takes it herself. Irvine forces her way onto the ball illegally, says the referee. Asha Villathong dispossessed from behind. Under 90 seconds to go in the half. Can feel very good about the performance they've put up, Fayetteville. If they can just keep the Gladiators off the scoreboard, basically put 3 goals in the bank for that second half performance, then there's some room to wiggle. If they're not able to win the second half, that's okay. They've got 3 goals from the first to hold them over. Here's a turnover high up the pitch. Banks from distance. El Giyoshi stings the palm, but no real problem. And that's the sort of thing we're talking about, where it's a shot, it's a save, but there's probably more that could be made of it, and we're waiting to see what more can be offered from Rome. And they're going to have more of it if they want to get a result in this one. Still plenty of time to get it. Wisner, Bushna on her left, works against Taylor. Banks, as time expires, and it will be the Fury. The home side, an impressive first half performance. 3 goals in the bag as they head into the halftime break. Stick with us. We'll have more for you after this. Stick with us in Fayetteville.
There's a reason it's called the big day. You've planned and dreamt about this moment all your life. That's why at Catering by Design, it's a big day for us too. For more than 15 years, Catering by Design has been the Triangle's premier upscale caterer. Come in for a free private tasting with recipes from acclaimed chefs that'll have your guests raving. With options like our all-inclusive wedding package and a variety of stations available, we make unforgettable look easy, helping you celebrate life's biggest occasions. Catering by Design.
What I miss about home is my favourite Irish pub in the whole world, and a pint of Paddy's Irish piss. And the evening before us, friends coming in, and a pint of Paddy's Irish piss. And Sally O'Brien, the way she might look at you, joining in the chorus, and a pint of Paddy's Irish piss. Well, the money is good, the suntan is free. You could fry an egg on the stones here if you had an egg. And you could certainly sink a pint of Paddy's Irish piss if you had a pint of Paddy's Irish piss.
It's time to spread game. The Harlem Globetrotters are coming with an all-new tour. 4 quarters of big plays, ankle-breaking moves, and ball-handling wizardry. Do they dunk? Do they dunk? See the stars rattle the rim in the all-new in-game dunk contest. This is the team everyone can cheer for. The Spread Game Tour is coming. Don't miss the Globetrotters at Crown Coliseum on April 13th. Go to CapeFairTix.com.
Office life is back, and so is the office party. Birthday celebrations, retirement congratulations, customer appreciations. Whatever event your business is hosting, just sit back, relax, and let Catering by Design handle it. We're Raleigh and Durham's premier catering company, serving up unforgettable experiences and customizable menus. Buffet, individual box meals, cookouts, chef and pasta stations, we've got you covered. Put some life into your next office event with Catering by Design.
Alright guys, guess what? The I Still Believe Tour tickets are on sale right now. So go to istillbelievetour.com to get them, and I cannot wait to see you guys this spring, worship with you, and have an amazing night. So God bless you guys, love you all, can't wait to see you.
It's time to spread game. The Harlem Globetrotters are coming with an all-new tour. Ankle-breaking moves, rim-rattling dunks. This is the team everyone can cheer for. Don't miss the Globetrotters at Crown Coliseum on April 13th. Go to CapeFairTix.com.
I'd like to take this time to thank the sponsors who make this stream and these events possible for you. Firstly, Catering by Design. For all your catering needs, visit Catering by Design. Also brought to you in part by Luxurious Travels, Chick-fil-A, the Dogwood Realty Group, the Fayetteville Commissary, Patty's Irish Pub, and the Ferris Agency. Thank you to all of our sponsors who make soccer in the Fayetteville community possible. Welcome back to the Crown Coliseum. Zach Burley here with you for the second half kickoff between the Rome Gladiators and the Fayetteville Fury. Well, that first half was full of great goals and surprises. We thought there was going to be a fight in this one, more of a fight, not literally in the sense that we saw in the first game, but more of a fight than we saw in the first time these two teams met on this field, back when Rome defeated the Fury 11-2 and 8-2. 19 goals for, 4 goals against. As Banks fires one in, O'Connor only seconds in. There's the fight we were looking for. We're just talking about how we saw from the Fury them get started, but yet from the Gladiators, and it took them just seconds. Banks combining here. The ball played into her feet. It's a nice touch that lets in O'Connor, who fires it in with the left foot. And we are now just 2 goals separating the teams here in Fayetteville. Starting quickly, Connor again firing it in, and 2 goals in the matter of 4 seconds. What a start to the second half. It's a turnover from Stokely, who passes it straight to the opposition, and then from the yellow line, they saw Quintanilla do it. If you can do it, I can do it too. Now 3-2, and that cushioned lead that seemed so comfortable not more than 30 seconds ago, now wiped away, a slender 1-goal margin, as whatever was said in the locker room has stuck with this team. Elgayoshi getting it away, all to the wall here. Elgayoshi again to calm things down. That's what I said in the first half, is that with those 3 goals, they had a padding of, you could take a few hits here and there, and you could get out. If you score 2 and you let up 3, you're still going to win. Now they've widowed away some of that security blanket that they had. And the total narrative of this game totally flipped on its head. Weisner. Mitchell. Connor again, not enough on that one. Bushner recovers. Here's Banks, 2-on-1 for an early hat trick. Elgayoshi pounces on it. Gomez. Capel battling with his bomber. Banks, Leghart, crucial intervention. Stays in play. Mitchell drags down Fury player. Skews wide. You can't imagine from a Rome perspective that there was a much better way to start the second half. Scooped up for Ramos. Spinning off Leghart. After a flat first half offensively, come swinging out of the gates and get two. Past Boda. You can just tell the shift of momentum. Where there was confidence in the back line of the Fury, it now seems void. And where there was little in the offense of Rome, there now seems to be confident abundance. Owl's Paw. Goins pushing our teammates further up the field. Outside of the foot, Travella pass. Ramos, El Giyoshi bobbled it for just a moment. Gomez. Irvine recovering. El Giyoshi turns it over. Ramos. Busha now going the other way, 2-on-2. Wisner. Almost a precise pass. Not more than a yard away from its intended target. Bounces up and over the glass. Out for a free kick along the sidelines. Stokely lifts it into the netting. And now the roles have been completely reversed. We haven't seen any signs of real life offensively from the Fury, where there were plenty in the first half. To their credit, they've done enough here in the last 3 to 4 minutes to stop the onslaught that was bearing down on them. O'Connor, 2 goals to her name. Taylor. Mitchell. Enough space for Leghart. Stokely holding off Owl's Paw. Draws the foul off some contact. We can take a look at it again. Forced down into the corner, thought about Leghart, but once again using that same rule of clearing to the outside, not to the middle. Took a bit of a bump. Back onto her feet, should be able to continue, no problem. Leghart gets us back underway. Lofts it up for Capel. Now Wisner. Difficult one for the goalkeeper. Does just enough. Banks, fleet-footed, strikes it off Stokely. That one was goal-bound. Taylor, didn't even know if she knew it was going to fall to her. O'Connor. Taylor. Space for another shot off the bar. Banks straight at El Gayoshi. More sparks for the Gladiators as they sniff out that equalizer. Ball is in their court right now. Momentum all their way. Banks. Now Mitchell. Nice layoff. Mitchell, first time. Arrowing towards El Gayoshi, can't pick it up. O'Connor high. Constant barrage down on that Fury goal. Wisner relieves some pressure. Gomez on the far side. Can't get it to her. Just trying to hold on to the ball now. Get a breather. Bushta. Bushta could have played it into Capel there, but they're not taking too many risks. O'Connor for a hat trick. Banks saved again. There's that clearance to the middle. Capel's there though. Bushta. Now Wisner. Skips past one. Looping, but it tucked down. Capel, Bushta free. Toe poke of importance from Olivia Taylor. Here is a excellent save from El Gayoshi. She's putting a highlight reel of them together here. Does just enough to block the header. And the recovery using the leg to block the second shot. And she is the queen of double saves. She's made more than a handful of them during her time in this stadium. Taylor shepherds it back to her goalkeeper. Gets it away from Quintanilla. Capel lays it off. Deflects in! Fortunate bounce. Pads the lead. The layoff by Capel, and Quintanilla just knows, get it on target, and it goes off Mitchell. Goalkeeper was tracking it the right way, but in the end, doesn't matter how it goes in. It's another 2-goal lead. How desperately the Fury needed that one. They were clinging on to that solo goal. El Gayoshi, not fully cleared, just past Ramos. Well under a minute to go. A little bit of breathing room for the Fury. Lovely ball. Gomez Lovely first touch, blocked by the goalkeeper. Leghart from way out into the netting. 10 seconds to go will likely do it for the first quarter as we see this final chance of what it will likely be. Gomez does very good to bring it down, get the shot away, but in the end, blocked well by the goalkeeper. Well, 15 minutes more, and it's anyone's game heading into it. Stick with us. We'll be back from the Crown Coliseum.
There's a reason it's called the big day. You've planned and dreamt about this moment all your life. That's why at Catering by Design, it's a big day for us too. For more than 15 years, Catering by Design has been the Triangle's premier upscale caterer. Come in for a free private tasting with recipes from acclaimed chefs that'll have your guests raving. With options like our all-inclusive wedding package and a variety of stations available, we make unforgettable look easy, helping you celebrate life's biggest occasions. Catering by Design.
What I miss about home is my favourite Irish pub in the whole world and a pint of Paddy's Irish piss. And the evening before us, friends coming in and a pint of Paddy's Irish piss. And Sally O'Brien, the way she might look at you, joining in the chorus and a pint of Paddy's Irish piss. Well, the money is good, the suntan is free. You could fry an egg on the stones here if you had an egg. And you could certainly sink a pint of Paddy's Irish piss if you had a pint of Paddy's Irish piss.
It's time to spread game. The Harlem Globetrotters are coming with an all-new tour. 4 quarters of big plays, ankle-breaking moves, and ball-handling wizardry. Do they dunk? Do they dunk? See the stars rattle the rim in the all-new in-game dunk contest. This is the team everyone can cheer for. The Spread Game Tour is coming. Don't miss the Globetrotters at Crown Coliseum on April 13th. Go to CapeFairTix.com.
Just 15 minutes of action remain here in Fayetteville, and it's up for grabs as far as who will go away with the spoils. Fayetteville have yet to beat Rome this season in their 2 previous meetings. In fact, Rome walked away with the victory handily, defeating them 11-2 and 8-2. But now the balance of the victory in this one still in sway as the home side lead 4-2. It was a 3-0 comfortable lead after an easy first half performance. And then storming out of the gates, 2 goals in the opening 30 seconds for the Gladiators. Looked like the things might just be turning the other direction before a deflected shot by Stephanie Quintanilla, her second on the day, made it 4-2, gave some breathing room, and we'll see whether that's enough to get them across the line. But it is a big 15 minutes for both of these teams and their prospects towards the end of the season. Rome will want to start the same way they started last quarter. Weisner. Good work coming off of her line from the goalkeeper. Leghart. Keeper again, adventurous to say the least. Weisner lays it off. Bushta, a lovely team goal. 1, 2, 3 to add their 5th. Back to that 3-goal lead. Weisner to start things off. She thought about the left-footed shot. The prescience, the vision in the middle of the box to pick out Bushta, who slots it home with ease. And after being 3-0 up and being pegged back 3-2, they've gotten the goals to push it back out to a comfortable 3-0 lead. Will it be enough, though? What a win this would be. The Fury, after winning their opening match, lost 10 straight to go 10-1. They've won their last 2 in a row, looking now to make it 3 on the bounce. And what a turnaround it would be. This would be just the second loss for the Gladiators all season, and their first since the opening day of this NISL season. Leghart, good step. Skips around Taylor. Options out front. Intercepted by Mitchell. Slides in and wins it. Banks. O'Connor on a brace. Banks. O'Connor straight at El Gayoshi. If they are able to secure a result today, El Gayoshi is going to have played a huge part in it. The goals are big, but so have been her saves, some of them spectacular. Banks. Mitchell. Banks tried the spectacular. Got them pinned back here. See the Fury hardly advancing outside of their yellow line. Banks, space here. Ramos, Boda gets back into position. Mitchell, off the fingertips of El Gayoshi. They almost had a moment there when Leghart went off to be replaced by Boda. There was space for the pass into Espalmer. Almost fell nicely. Boda long, falls good for Capel, who's got plenty of space. Espalmer, Ramos, shifting the meter, one step over. Comfortable for the goalkeeper. Quintanilla. Weisner calling for it. Bushta. Tried it first time. 2 tackles by Mitchell. Banks. One way and then another. Bushta wriggles away. Trips over. Still she goes. Bushta blocked out front. Weisner. Easy grab for the goalkeeper. Bushta, things getting very stretched here. Lovely layoff, great save and a double. Mitchell, Bushta off the corner of the post. Weisner follows it up, skewed wide. Bushta settles. Cutting it back, laying it across. Weisner, taken away at just the right moment. Hanging on, Rome. You feel as though they really can't let up another one if they want to get a result out here. 3 goals is already a difficult mountain to climb. Weisner. Under 9 minutes remaining. 3 goals. The target to beat. They need at least that many to extend this game and keep their hopes alive. Quintanilla. Capel, first time. Gomez. It's the foot in from behind. Free kick in an advantageous area. Leg hard over it. Gomez to one side, Stokely to the other. Gonna switch it up and have Stokely stand over it. Referee's gonna stop the clock so that we can make sure the wall is set up properly. Alsbaugh's gonna have to come off. Stokely hammers it high. Elgiyoshi can't hold on to it, puts it directly out of play. That'll be a free kick. Three players in the wall. Real opportunity here with 7 minutes to go. O'Connor puts that one well into the stands. Not the execution they wanted there. And they just don't have time for a lot of these to keep going in the way that they are. Leghart, Capel, cutting, off the wall. Elgiyoshi, great clearance, keeps it in play. Capel. Leghart, Quintanilla, now O'Connor, teed up shot, using the boards, Quintanilla takes it outside, Taylor away from Bushta, 5 minutes to play. That one closer than it looked. Elgiyoshi. Jenny Irvine gets it away. Goalkeeper way off of her line. And it's a gamble that does not pay off. Goalkeeper way out from her line. And it's a well-executed finish. Had to get it just right because Mitchell was making the recovery run. And that might just put things to bed. Sarah Magno credited with the goal. Downfield for Busher to chase. And we're going to get another timeout here with a little over 3.5 minutes to go. Rome facing a difficult situation, down 4 goals in Fayetteville. Really weren't sure what we were going to get out of this match because it had been so long since these two teams played one another all the way back in January. Fayetteville had gone on such a stark run of defeats. Had a bright patch recently, but we didn't know if those demons had been excised. Rome, on the other hand, picking up where they left off, only 2 games in their last 49 days. But each time they'd come out, they won, beating the Rapids twice by 1-goal margins. So we thought maybe normal service between these two teams, but it's been anything but. After losing 11-2 and 8-2, the Fury now 6-2 up as they're having a renaissance here. A revitalization of their season as they're trying to win 3 on the bout after losing 10 straight. Didn't look great for them after going 3-0 up to let 2 goals in the first 30 seconds. They could have crumbled, but they held on to everything that was dear, found a goal out of nothing, gotten 2 here in the fourth quarter, and it might be enough for them to see it out to the victory. Still 3 minutes and 45 seconds to find out who's going home with the points here in the Sandhills. O'Connor dragged down by Stokely. Real sense of urgency. Taken quickly. Bushta. Magno. Now Banks, their best line forward. O'Connor takes it herself into the netting. Both goals for Rome belong to her. Scored in the opening 30 seconds of quarter number 3. Need on to O'Connor. Nice work through the legs of Elginyoshi. Stays on her feet after challenge number 1. Has a hat trick to herself and has sliced the lead down to 3. Great work to win it off the goal kick. This piece of skill right here just to get it under the legs of Stokely and then use her left foot to slide it under Elginyoshi. Make it 6-3. All goals the Rome have scored today go next to her name. Banks. O'Connor. Boda in the nick of time. That one out of play. It'll be a free kick. This game is far from over, but they're going to have to score quickly. 90 seconds. Mitchell, near post. They needed one there. There's still time, but it's fleeting. Mitchell takes it herself. Really can't afford too many of those. They're going to keep making substitutions, running off 3 to 4 seconds at a time. Mitchell. Under 60 seconds now. Would really take something to come back from 3 goals. O'Connor, half volley, drags it wide. Here she is again. Pulls it back for Taylor. Bushta rides the challenge. Taylor off the side of Leghart. Espalmer off Capel. Foot race to get there, but O'Connor will first. Under 30 to go. They need 3 goals. Capel, icing on the top. What a stop. Scrambling for it, can't get there. And it's not going to be enough for all the efforts of Rome. Showed a fighting spirit in the second half. The Fury pick up 3 consecutive wins after dropping 10 in a row. A renaissance, a revitalization of their season. Hope for them as they head into the postseason. What a finish to this one. 3 goals in the first half, 3 in the second. See the Fury over Rome. From myself, Zach Burley, Matt Wolf, my producer-director, we say thank you for tuning in. We're going to have these 2 teams back to face one another tomorrow, so make sure you tune in, 5:30 from Crown Coliseum. From all of us here, we say thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow.